minus logarithm of b base x. Minus sign in between them. See, log a base x minus log b base x will become logarithm of a by b base x. If minus sign is there in between the logarithms, you need to write it like the division, the ratio of this a and b. See, similarly you have a chance to prove it, but for just I am neglecting the proof here now. Just similarly as the above law, you are able to do this law also. Okay. See, if plus sign is there in between them, you need to multiply a and b. If minus sign is there in between log a and log b, you need to divide that a with b. Right. As an example, again, what you will do? For suppose if logarithm of say some 48 base 2 minus logarithm of 3 base 2. If you look, both these logarithms are there with the base 2. Since both the logarithms are there with base 2 and minus sign is there in between them, you just go with the division. So you can write it like logarithm of 48 divided by 3 base 2. And logarithm of 48 by 3 base 2 is nothing but logarithm of 16 base 2. 48 by 3 is 16, right? Since 16, see, you have a chance to write that 16 as 2 power 4. Since you have a chance to write that 16 as 2 power 4, on simplification, see, by that law, you will say that logarithm of a power x base a, this is equals to x and that is equals to 4. Okay. See, so if plus sign, you have to write it like a by b. If plus sign, you have to write it like a into b. If minus sign, you have to write it like a by b. So these are the two standard laws, and I am going to tell you some more laws. Just have a look. See, for suppose if we have a logarithm of a base b, this is a law. This is a logarithm value, logarithm of a base b. See, logarithm of a to the base b, base is b. See, but in different situations, you don't like that base b. You don't need base as b. You need to convert the base with some other number. You may say some x or you may say some y. That means you need logarithms with base x in a particular problem. Okay, but it is logarithm with base b. So the value is logarithm with base b, and now I am going to convert this logarithm with some other base. See, logarithm of a base b can be written as logarithm of a base x divided by logarithm of b base x. Again, just concentrate on this. Logarithm of a base b is equals to logarithm of a base x divided by logarithm of b base x, log a base b. Okay, see, this is different one. Just look here. Logarithm of a by logarithm of b is equals to logarithm of a by b. This is not correct, right? This is a wrong thing. Okay, this is not equals to. Where you will get log a by b? Logarithm of a minus logarithm of b is equals to logarithm of a by b. Okay, this logarithm of a by b is different from log a by log b. In the previous law, that is logarithm of a by b, and that can be expressed as log a minus log b. But in this law, instead of logarithm of a by b, you have that log a by log b, and that log a by log b can be expressed as log a to the base b. And now, to prove this law, I am going to give you the proof with the support of exponents, and after proving it, we are going to do certain problems related to that. Now, to prove that law, logarithm of a base b is equals to logarithm of a base x divided by logarithm of b base x. Again, if you observe, three logarithms are involved in the problem. One is log a base b, one is log a base x, one is log b base b. To get the support of exponents, you just let this log a base b as p, log a base x as q, and log b base x as r. Since by considering these three logarithms as p, q, r, convert them into exponential form, and the exponential form for this is send this b that side, it becomes like a is equals to b power p. And since log a base x is equals to q, to convert it into exponential form, send that x that side, a is equals to x power q. Now send this x again this side, you will get that b is equals to x power r. Now a is equals to b power p, a is equals to x power q, and b is equals to x power r, or different exponents in our hands. With the support of these exponents, we are going to prove that law. Now we have a look. What I am going to do is, see, a is equals to b power p and a is equals to x power q. Both are same, right? So you just take that. You just start with anyone. B power p is equals to a. So you just start that from the second relation, that x power q is equals to a. From the second relation, what I have, that x power q is equals to a. I have three relations. With the help of these relations, I am going to prove this law. X power q is equals to a, and that a is nothing but b power p from the first relation. And now from the third relation, replace b with r. So x power r to the power p. Now, what you say about that x power r to the power p? What you say? X power r to the power p, a power m to the power n. We have a law in the exponents like this. For suppose 3 power 4 power 7, you can be written as 3 power 28 by multiplying these two. I think you are aware about that law. With the help of that law, x power r to the power p can be written as x power pr. Now, this left side is x power q, whereas the right side is x power pr, but x is, the base x is same. You need to take that as x, q is equals to pr. Since q is equals to pr, now what is p? P is equals to q by r. Just send that r this side. P is equals to q by r. At the end you have that p is equals to q by r. What is p? Log ab, log a base b. What is q? Log a base x. What is r? Log b base x. Now finally what you have? You have that logarithm of a base b is equals to log a base x divided by log b base x. And in the place of this x, you have a chance to take any number. Okay, that x is not important here. You need to concentrate on this a, b and that form. Log a base b is equals to log a base a number divided by log b base with the same number. You may take y, log a base y by log b base y. You may take z, you may take 10, you may take 1000, any number in the place of x, but the format should be same as this, that log a base b is equals to log a base x divided by log b base x, right? Don't get confused much, right? See, basically there are round about 9 to 10 laws in logarithms. Initially we are going to discuss all these laws, right? I will provide proper notes also, okay? And if you are strong at these 10 laws, automatically you are confident and you will solve all the problems, okay? Since it is the first class of logarithms, most probably you may have certain confusion related to this because the notation is very new for all of you, okay? On practice, automatically you will be free at these logarithms. Now have a look about this proof, and I will go with certain example on this law and some more laws which are developed from this, okay? Just have a look. Logarithm of a base b is equals to log a base x by log b base x, 3 logarithms, and I am taking it as PQR, converting it into exponential form. Starting with the second relation, we have that x power q is equals to a, and from first relation a is equals to b power p, replacing from the third, x power r to the power p is x power pr. Equalize both the sides, and then since base is x, just equalize the powers, that q is equals to pr and that p is equals to q by r. Since p is log a base b, q is log a base x, and r is log b base x, you have this law that log a base b is equals to log a base x by log b base x. And this law is helpful to change the base of the logarithm. Why? Since the left side is the logarithm with base b, whereas the right side you have logarithms with base x. So this is helpful in the situations where you need to change the base of the logarithms. Okay? And now, see one example may be related to this. For suppose I have that logarithm of, you may take some 128 base 64. Okay, logarithm of 128 base 64. How to simplify this? How to get the value? So with the support of this law, I have different chances to take. Logarithm of 128 base 7 divided by logarithm of 64 base 7. Why only 7? Just I wrote that 7. But if anybody's lucky's number is 9, you may take 9. But as a mathematics students, every number is lucky for all of us. So don't concentrate on the lucky numbers. So you need to concentrate on the numbers which are helpful to simplify. Okay. So don't take this 9 also. So you have a chance to take any number, right? You have an independent chance. Take 7, take 9, take 19, take 100. But if the person who took the base as 2, then he will be the problem. Why? Because 128 and 64 are the powers of 2. So you need to recognize that one, right? So if the base is 2, then our task is simple. So this is logarithm of 128 base 64. By the support of this law, I am writing this as logarithm of 128 base 2 and logarithm of 64 base 2. Instead of 2, you have a chance to take any number. But if it is 2, it is surely I will simplify it, and now I can write it like logarithm of this 128 can be written as 2 power 7 base 2, and logarithm of this 64 can be written as 2 power 6 base 2. Now just look at the numerator as well as the denominator. See, if you look at the numerator, logarithm of 2 power 7 base 2. Now again it is of the format that logarithm of a power x base a is equals to x, right? Logarithm of